Hello, you are welcome to another episode of Movie Dissect. In today's episode, we are going to be reviewing the movie Obara'M.
Like that thing you smoke has given you a permanent scar in your brain.
Why am I packing?
Because I'm going to Lagos tomorrow.
If you're going to Lagos tomorrow, why am I the one packing?
Obara'M is the story of a young lady who leaves the village in search of greener pasture, and she moves to the city, Lagos. When she gets to Lagos, because she's a talented singer from a singing family, she joins a band, a musical band, and tries to make ends meet from this talent of hers. Some years down the line, her father dies, and she has to come back to the village to face her fears and to face the consequences of her actions in the past. This movie was directed by Kayode Kasumu and written by both Kayode and Stephen Okonkwo. It was a star-studded movie, right? You had Isime as the major character in this one. Onyeka Nwenu, it was great to see her in another Nigerian movie. We had Nkem Owoh in this one. Buchi, the comedian, was also in this movie. Deyemi was here. And you can guess with me what Deyemi was doing in this one. Okay, so when we come back, we're going to rate the movie using my 7 parameters. Catch ya. You're welcome back. Now, let's dive into the ratings for this movie. I'll start with the plot, the story. For me, the story was a good story, quite relatable, yeah. Many Nigerians can relate to the fact that you want to leave the village, many Nigerians want to live wherever they are and move to the big city because that's where the opportunities are. And so following a young lady trying to make a life for herself into the city with her talent is something that many people will be able to relate with. And in trying not to give all of the story away, I want you to actually go watch it on Netflix. It was a good one. And something I liked about it is the fact that the story, it had something to do with an abandoned child. But the fact that the story didn't end as, okay, when they found out the father took responsibility and blah, blah, blah. It didn't end that way. It had a different twist to it. And I think that was quite interesting. So the story for me was good. Next is dialogue. Dialogue was quite simple, relatable, nice, and accentuated the story. If you listen to the dialogue, you enjoy what's happening. But I think the singing was too much, right? Now it was kind of, okay, is this a musical or drama, right? So, but I noticed that you had to pay attention to the lyrics of the songs whenever they were being sung, because it communicated something about what was happening in the movie at the time. So dialogue was good, and I think they actually used singing to also share some dialogue. Now, sound design. Sound design was great. Back to the music. So most of the soundtracks were also musicals that the artists were singing. So I don't even know how they did this to get people who can sing. Okay, or maybe there was some post-production fix to the singing, but well, Onyeka Nwenu was there, although she didn't really sing. But the girl, the child in the movie, the lady that acted the child, the young girl, she did fantastically well. I really enjoyed her acting.
Your promises never fail to.
So sound design was great. The use of the soundtracks and the audio was clear. Things worked really well for them on sound design. Let's go to costume. Costume was good. You could connect. The people wore costumes that were according to the characters they were acting. As Isime, who was like a struggling young lady in Lagos, part of a musical band, she dressed the part. You know, when you are dressing the way you want to be addressed, or dressing to the parts that you are going towards, right? You might not be there yet, but so they captured that quite well. And then when you came back to the village, the costume, the interior, everything, I think, added character to the story and was appropriate for the story that was being told. Cinematography was beautiful. Wow. I really liked the cinematography. I think I've noticed that with Kayode Kasumo, I think he pays a lot of attention to his cinematographer and or the cinematography of his movies, and it really worked out beautifully well. The ambience, things were really cool, colors, the lighting, perfect. Movement of the camera, they were sweet and quite enjoyable. Now, the acting, like I said earlier, you had someone, Nkem Owoh there, although not as a comedian, acting a more serious role. You had Nancy Isime, and then the little girl in the movie, I can't remember her name now, but she did so well. As a child actor, she did fantastically well.
Why am I packing?
Because I'm going to Lagos tomorrow.
If you're going to Lagos tomorrow, why am I the one packing?
In fact, I won't be surprised if she's nominated for Best Actress or what, Best Actress in a Supporting Role or something. She did a very good job on that, or on this project. Nancy Isime also did very well as an actor. I think she carried the movie. She was able to help us interpret some of the emotions that follows such a movie or such a story, and it was sellable. She sold it quite well. Now let's move to editing, which is my last parameter. Editing, when you have a good cinematographer, right? Your dialogues are good, your actors are performed well. Editing, I'm sure you have a lot of options there. So editing was done very well. I enjoyed watching. I didn't see much of a flaw. Well, I noticed there's a scene that I have a challenge with, and I'm like, I don't know if that was necessary. There was a time where the little girl was missing, and the people in the community were trying to look for her with torchlights. There was some singing being done there, but there's a scene that they kept repeating, which I did not understand, right? When you're looking for someone, people should be moving around with their torches. It was at night. So, but there was this scene that they kept showing where some of the band leaders were singing with their torchlights, forming, looking for the child. Then there were some people behind them. You could see their torchlight, but they were standing still and just shaking the torchlight. Like, I don't understand what was happening there. When you're in a search party, when you're looking for someone, you're moving to different places. So that the torchlights were just there for almost 3 minutes, 2 minutes in a scene didn't depict searching for someone. It felt like they were kind of providing practical light for that scene, and I think that for me didn't work so well. Okay, so but generally, Obara'M is a good movie, something that you want to chill and just have fun watching, and they did a fantastic job overall. Okay, so that will be it on today's episode of Movie Dissect. I hope you have enjoyed my review. If you have not, please drop it in the comment. If you have, please share with others. If there is any movie you want us to review, do not hesitate to drop a comment and let us know about it. If you'd like to be on this show, please, I'm looking for people that will help me with this review. You can also drop a comment or try to reach out to us, and I'm very sure we'll reach back to you and bring you on this show. Okay, till we meet the next time. Bye.